Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And what are we doing today?
Today we are sharing a countdown of our most requested 12 days of Christmas treats.
Well, technically, we're only sharing the top 8.
That's right. For several years, we have been sharing 12 days of Christmas treats. Treats that you can eat yourself or use as edible gifts for coworkers, friends, or family members. And this year, we decided to share the top 12 most requested treats. However, we didn't want to leave out a few healthy or savory treats.
So we're going to share 2 healthy-ish treats and 2 savory treats.
Then the remaining 8 will be the most requested treats. Hope you guys don't mind.
All right, let's get to it.
Number 12, dark chocolate truffles. This recipe is a great healthy recipe with both dark chocolate and avocado. It would make a great gift, but it also might be a great idea for you if you're just trying to eat a healthy diet during the holidays. Though I will admit you might want to add just a little sweetener like maple syrup or honey. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bitter in my opinion. This recipe usually makes around a dozen truffles, but you could easily double up that recipe if you needed more servings.
Number 11, coconut macaroons. This recipe isn't as healthy as the dark chocolate truffles. However, it only has 3 ingredients, which keeps the calories fairly low. You can also dip these in a little chocolate, and they're absolutely delicious. This recipe makes right around 36 servings, making it great to take to parties or to give as edible Christmas gifts.
Now, moving on to a few savory options. 10, slow cooker Chex Mix. Chex Mix is also a great option both for snacks and gifts. I would recommend doubling up a little bit on the ranch seasoning and butter just to make sure you get a nice coating on the Chex Mix. Also, just as a note, if your slow cooker runs on the hotter side, you might need to cook this on low. Our slow cooker does run on the hot side, so in the future, I will be using the low setting. The recipe creator made a note about this in the recipe. And this recipe makes right about 18 servings, but that also depends on what type of container you are using.
That's correct. Number 9, ranch pretzels. This is such a great recipe and it's really easy to make. How could you go wrong with pretzels and ranch seasoning? These addictive little pretzels would be a great gift or party food. Also, since it can be stored up to 3 weeks, it would also make a great family snack option. This recipe makes about 20 servings, again, depending on the container sizes. Now on to our top 8 requested sweet Christmas treats.
Number 8, Can't Leave Me Alone bars. Now, I know that sounds like a funny name, but this recipe is really good. It makes about 3 dozen bars. It has a very yummy taste that kind of puts me in the mind of marble brownies. The brownie has a delicious fudge-like texture, and a white cake mix makes it like a cookie-type taste. It also might be compared to a brookie.
Number 7, mocha truffles. I mean, this is the best of both worlds, chocolate and coffee. Can't get much better than that. This recipe is also really fun to decorate, making it a great edible gift. It makes about 5½ dozen truffles, so the recipe goes a really long way.
6 is candy bar fudge. This is a really rich recipe. It is a combination of chocolate and Snicker bars. It also goes a long way as the recipe makes about 4 pounds, which depending on how small you cut them, it makes it somewhere around 7 dozen pieces. We should have cut our pieces in this video footage a little smaller because that's a little too much for such a rich piece of candy.
Yeah. Number 5, Nutter Butter Cookie Truffle. This is a recipe that we got from Six Sisters Stuff website a long time ago, and we've never regretted it. This recipe has delicious Nutter Butter cookies and Reese's peanut butter cups in it, and it's coated in chocolate. It's beyond addicting. This recipe makes around 35 to 40 truffles, so definitely not the most frugal recipe, but everyone will also definitely love this one.
4 is Oreo cookie truffles. And this also is another recipe that we found on the Six Sisters Stuff website a long time ago. And it is also a big winner. How could it not be? Minimal ingredients, but a delicious cookies and cream flavor. This recipe makes right around 42 truffles.
Number 3, Brownie Mellow Bars. Now, we've been using this recipe for probably around 20 years now, and it's always a hit. It has a yummy fudge brownie layer followed by a marshmallow layer and then topped with chocolate, peanut butter, and Rice Krispies. It makes about 2.5 dozen brownie bars, so it makes both a great edible gift and a great party food option.
2. Chocolate peanut butter balls. When you think of this recipe, think of peanut butter cups. It is a delicious peanut butter filling and is dipped in chocolate. That combination is classic. The recipe will make around 3 dozen, so it's a really great option for all of these scenarios. I highly recommend giving it a try.
And number 1, our most requested holiday treat, drum roll please, ding. Number 1 is our cookies and cream fudge. Now, I can honestly say that over the 20 years that we've been making this recipe for friends and family members, it's always a hit, both as a gift or party food. People are constantly requesting this recipe, even when it's not Christmas. You'll probably get somewhere around 4 to 5 dozen, depending on how you cut the pieces. So I definitely try this recipe, and you can thank us later.
And that completes our list of the most requested 12 Days of Christmas Treat recipes. We will have each of the full-length recipe videos linked down in the description. Please check them out. And if you try one of them, please let us know either in the comments or by tagging us here on YouTube or on Instagram at The Long Run with Joel and Christy.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more in the future. That's it today for The Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
Don't forget, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Merry Christmas.